Tuesday, February 24th, and we get a monster slate in the NBA. And in this video, you are going to get the 7 best player props for that entire slate, not to mention the sportsbook play of the day. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? The unders, the overs, all of that right here in this video. So make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're locking in and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Now, before we get rocking and rolling and breaking down all these free plays we have in store for you in this video, I'm going to need you to go on ahead and smash that like button, because I'm going to be putting $100 of my own money on the sportsbook play in the day. If and when that play cashes, one of you will be walking away with all of the profits. All you have to do is like the video, comment below, 100 likes on this video, and that money is all yours. I do this every single day, dropping free plays for you guys every single day. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you do not miss a free play drop. But the single most important thing that you can do for yourself and your wallet is going down below, visiting my buddy Stan, because he's got a plethora of ways for you to lock in these plays for absolutely free. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. He's got 6 different ways for you to lock in these plays. All you got to do is sign up through these links, use the codes, get the free money. Sleeper, $20, $100 deposit match. Chalkboard, $20, $100 deposit match. Better, $10, $20 deposit match. Dabble, $10. Onyx odds, 15 plus 100 when you deposit 10. And Prizepicks, bet 5, get 50. Now, in this video, the 2 that we're really going to be taking advantage of, because we found an edge, and it's on Prizepicks or Chalkboard, because you can knock down a certain prop that you can't knock down on any other app. So those are the 2 I highly recommend. Prizepicks code FFAPE and Chalkboard code APE. Any 6 of those will get you a free 30 days of premium plays, and we have been on absolute fire. And if you want premium plays or more free plays every single day, because I drop free plays every day. I drop cheat sheets every day. We swept 2 of them on Sunday. Now, you got to go to the big, beautiful golden W right there. Lock in with us. Join the gang for absolutely free. There's a free Discord as well, a phenomenal community. So make sure you hop in there so you don't miss any news that concerns the sports betting ape community. It's all right there. Now, before we get any further, you can hype my video now. So go on ahead, hype the video, hype me up, get it going, make it climb, get this video out for everybody to see. But because we got everything back to normal and we don't want YouTube to take anything away, gambling involves significant risk. There's no guarantees up profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Down below, responsible gambling resources to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. You just saw all of them. They're right there on the screen. I receive a commission, a great way to support the channel. You guys get free money and free VIP, so it's a win-win all around. Now, let's get back to what we came for. Let's start diving into some of these plays after a quick little recap. Now, if you don't care about making money, if you don't care about how much we're winning, then go on ahead and skip ahead. But as of right now, on Monday, the smallest slate in the world, we are 2-0. Houston needs to take us home. They're currently losing right now to Kansas. Just a half unit play. No matter what, we are guaranteed profitable for Monday. Sunday, we had a huge day, hitting our 3.85x or 3.85 unit play over there on the sports books in college baseball. We had a phenomenal weekend. We're having a phenomenal Monday. Great start to the week, cashing all these plays. And I got something for you, a little third-party verification. On Monday, we are 3-1. That one loss was the cheat sheet. I do lock them in whole in an entirety, and that one did not hit. Well, that's just how it goes sometimes. Those cheat sheets are really built for you guys to build your parlays off of, but I do lock them in at a very, very low dollar amount because we do hit them pretty often, and with the payout, it is profitable over a long period of time, but we definitely don't hit them every single day. Like I said, they are meant for you to take some out, plug them into your own parlays, and cash out. So we are 3-1 on today, which doesn't make sense. See, the record overall, don't worry about the record because it's skewed because I do lock in the cheat sheets and other little plays when I'm doing kind of research. We are 2-0 right now. I'm not really sure how the 3-1 goes. We are up 3.5 units. Really, we are up, what is that? A 1 unit play and a half unit play. We're up about 1.5 units on Monday, so I'm not sure how that goes. And then yesterday, we did have a dominant day. We are up over 18 units on the weekend since Friday. So just wanted to show this to you guys that we are profitable. Some of the records are a little off, and I'm not sure how they're feeding it. This 3-1 record is probably from a late night Sunday play that we cashed because it's a 24-hour thing. And then this week, the total over there on Pickett, 3-1. It started on Monday as well. So 3.5 units up already this weekend on Monday. Now, what did we cash? We cashed the TCU minus 3.5. That was super confusing. Pick it. I mean, it's there for verification, so you guys know I'm profitable. Everything's green, which is we love to see it. But the records and all that gets super confusing with all the amount of plays. Just follow along. Make sure you're tracking the units and the premium plays. The first one that I showed you with the green checks, that is the official premium stuff that we're handing out there. Now, TCU minus 3.5. We absolutely loved it. 10 rundum. 7th inning ended. It was amazing. TCU came out swinging. We liked them for a big bounce back midweek because they have been really struggling. And we just knew they weren't going to lose, 6 or 7 in a row. They're too good of a team for that. Not good enough to be good, but too good to lose 6 or 7 in a row there. So we like them to have a big Monday spot there. TCU minus 3.5. Then we had them on the money line as well with North Carolina. I know a lot of people were on Louisville. I was a little bit back and forth. I thought North Carolina was going to win, but it was a rat line. So a rat line, Louisville was favored, and the lower ranking team. So I thought maybe I was losing my mind, but I loved North Carolina at home. Just beat #1 Duke at home. We loved them in the game, but we took some points just to make it safe because I knew if they did lose, it wouldn't be by much. So this was the 1 unit banger that we cashed out on Monday, and we still have Houston over there in college basketball to bring us home, and it's currently 31-29. Kansas is actually winning at home, but I still like Houston, #5 team in the nation. This is when things start to really heat up. We start diving into college sports, which I absolutely love, between college basketball and college baseball, and then UFC. We are going to be making a boatload of money in March. It's going to be madness. I cannot wait for the March Madness tournament. More news to come on that. I probably will be bringing back my bracket challenge. I had someone ask me in the Discord. Don't even think I responded. Sorry, I'll get to you. But somebody did ask, because every year I do a bracket challenge where you can take my money. You go in there. It's free. You don't have to buy in. I might ask for an app sign up or something like that. Proof of purchase. Lifetime members get an entry for absolutely free every single year. And I give away usually about $500, a little bit more sometimes, but we'll be bringing that back. Big news. Get over to Winnable and you can see how you can enter the bracket challenge with us when March Madness does kick off. It's a little bit further away, but I'll just keep on rambling. Let's get going. Let's get right into the free plays. I got 7 of them for you guys, but really what we're going to be doing is building a 4-man, and then we're going to be building a 5-man. The other 2 haven't dropped yet, so to get the completed 5-man, you'll have to get over to Winnable to see exactly how I build it and those last 2 props of that play. But let's get into the 4-man. Let's talk about the next 3, and let's send you over to the Sportsbooks, get you guys out of here, and then Tuesday you guys can see all the nice little green checks. Let's talk about our first player prop that we absolutely love on Tuesday. Player prop number 1 comes in the New York Knicks Cleveland Cavaliers game. Nice under over total in this game, 231.5. I do kind of like that over a little bit. Now, we also got the Knicks +4 on the road, +148 on the money line. Now, I do think that the Cleveland Cavaliers are a little bit of a fraudulent team right now. They just lost to Oklahoma City, and Oklahoma City is banged up. So I'm leaning New York Knicks +4.5. Sometimes it's hard to separate myself because I'm a Knicks fan, but I just don't think that Cavs team is built for it right now. I know they still have a good record and all that good stuff, but I just don't think they're ready for the heat, I guess you could say, of what's going to happen the rest of the season. But that's neither here nor there. I'll probably just stay away from the New York Knicks +4, even though I really do like it. It's super enticing. But what we were talking about right now is Karl Anthony Towns, over 11.5 rebounds and assists. And this is exactly where Prizepicks and Chalkboard come into play, because his normal line is 13.5. We're able to knock this down on those apps, that rebound and assist line. And it's just something I noticed because Prizepicks wasn't legal in New York until a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago now. It used to be. We had great success on it. It got taken away from New York. They got sued in New York. You can look it up. But now they're back. I don't know who they paid off, probably somebody. And now they're back, and the first thing I noticed is that you can adjust these lines, which is absolutely crazy because you can't do it anywhere else. So we do that. We take advantage of that, and we have great success with that. The four-man that I handed out to you guys for Sunday missed by 2 points because of Anthony Edwards. He's probably point shaving. That's the only thing. My only gripe with the NBA is I have a feeling out of all the sports, this is the only one where I legitimately think that these guys are gambling. Now, they do make a boatload of money, so it's probably not that, but it just seemed super fishy. The dude had almost all the points we needed by like the third quarter and then just did not score after that. But that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. That's neither here nor there either. I told you I can ramble sometimes. We like Karl Anthony Towns, over 11.5 rebounds and assists. He's done this in 4 of his last 5 games head-to-head, averaging 13.2 over those 5 games. Now, you got to take some of that with a grain of salt. A lot of those were last season. This is this season. But in their last matchup, he got 14 rebounds, and that's the big indicator here. I think he's going to clear this line in rebounds alone, and I'll tell you exactly why. Because Jarrett Allen is an absolute pitiful center. He is garbage. I fade the Cleveland Cavaliers in the rebounds department every chance I get. Anytime there's a half legitimate center on the other team, I'm taking his rebounds and assist line. I'm taking his rebound line because Jarrett Allen just cannot crash the boards. He's garbage. He's one of the worst centers in the NBA as far as rebounds go, and I absolutely love to fade him. And Karl Anthony Towns is a monster on the boards. I quite literally think he gets 15 rebounds in this game. You don't have to knock this one down if you don't want to. I love doing it because it's a bit of a cheat code for this app here of Prizepicks or Chalkboard. But as you can see as well, he's averaging 15.1 over this 10-game span. 8 of his last 10 games, he's grown over this line. Now, the Boston Celtics and the Houston Rockets, their centers are so-so. Chicago's, they traded away Vucevic, who is, in my opinion, a really good rebounder. And now, like I said, Jarrett Allen. That's all I really need to know about this play. I wasn't even going to go after the Knicks really here in this spot on Tuesday, but with what I'm seeing, the matchups that we're getting, I have to attack it. The under-over is beautiful. So player prop number 1, Karl Anthony Towns, over 11.5 rebounds and assists. Next, we have Jalen Brunson, over 19.5 points. Now, you could take his normal points here, 26.5. I do think he could probably get that against them. He had a great game in their last matchup, but he's struggled a little bit here. As you can see, he's only done it in 6 of his last 10 games. He's averaging 23.8, but that's just because of those 40-point breakouts there. I just don't think he's been seeing the court too well. I like him for 20. I don't think that's going to be an issue at all. We are knocking this one down a little bit. If you wanted to play it a little bit riskier, or maybe even lock it in twice, go on ahead and take that 26.5. Because look what he did the last time they played back in December, 34 points. And he's got James Harden guarding him. When in the world has James Harden been known for defense? The Beard just don't play defense at all. So Brunson will probably drop 30 points in this game. That's another reason why I like the Knicks in this game, that +4. Super in my face telling me to take it for some reason. So if you wanted to, go on ahead. But I love this one. These are 2 of my favorite props on Monday. We got 2 more for this 4-man. Then I'll show you with the other 3. Let's get rocking. Here's player prop number 3. And now our next 2 guys in this play come in the Washington Wizards versus Atlanta Hawks game. The Wizards are on the road, 13.5-point underdogs, +500 there on the money line with a beautiful under-over total of 235.5. We absolutely love to see it. And you might think, why aren't you taking someone on the Hawks? You very well could, but I like the Wizards to score some points in this game. I think these props are the better target. So that's what we're going with. And we're going with Keyshawn George here over 10.5 points. Now, he's done this in 6 of his last 10. He just dropped 13 in his last game. He's averaging 12.8 over that 10-game span. He's a little bit of a nobody, not really on anybody's radar, but head-to-head, he's had great success. Back in December, dropping 15 points in that game. And another big indicator is that the Atlanta Hawks, when I say they, I mean the Atlanta Hawks are 24th in the NBA to that small forward position in points allowed. Now, am I saying the Wizards are going to win this game? Absolutely not. It's probably going to be a blowout, but so was this game. 131 to 116, and he still went over his line. Now, like I said, you can go ahead and take an Atlanta Hawks duo in this one, but I think the Wizards is where to put your money. So we're taking Keyshawn George here over 10.5 points. And next we're taking Bub Carrington. I just like the Wizards in this one because their lines are so low, criminally low, and they're still going to get about 120 points in this matchup. And that means more assists as well. And Bub Carrington, 6.5 is criminal. There's no way that they should allow us to knock it down that low. We absolutely love it. Now, he's done this in 4 of his last 6 games head-to-head, dropping 11 in that same game where George got over his points. So we absolutely love that as well. Now, when you break it down a little further, the Atlanta Hawks, 26th and 21st in rebounds and assists allowed to that point guard position, 19th and 25th. Honestly, 6.5, I think he probably gets that with assists alone. I like him for about 7 assists in this matchup. He could tack on 2 to 3 rebounds, and we're going to call it a day. He just got 5 in his last game, which was nothing, but then he went on a nice 4-game span there, getting 7, 7, 7, and 12. I think he's going to get about 7 or, well, no, I know he's going to get 7. I like him for about 9 to 10, though, rebounds and assists in this matchup. While Trae Young is out, Bub Carrington has been playing pretty good ball. Now, as you can see here, a lot of red X's down below, but those are actually pretty good players. Tyrese Maxey only got 6. LaMelo Ball only got 10. LaMelo Ball only got 10 again. So, as you can see, they've played some good point guards, but I like Bud Carrington. He's done it in, as you can see, 7.5 rebounds and assists in 8 straight games versus bottom 10 defenses for assists allowed. I think he gets this with assists alone. So we're taking Bub Carrington here to round out our first 4-man. Let's break down the next 3 player props. Our next 3 props come in the Charlotte Hornets versus Chicago Bulls game there. They are minus 8.5 favorites on the road, minus 310 on that money line with a great over total of 230.5. And we love the young fella, Con Canoopel, to get at least 15 points. 14.5. That's all we're asking. I think he drops over 20, to be honest with you, in this matchup. But all we're asking for is just 15 piddly points. As you can see, he's averaging 22.8 over his last 5 games, greening this out in every single game. And now he gets a great matchup against the Chicago Bulls where he should absolutely feast. If you wanted to demon this one up, go on ahead. I think it's 21.5. He could very well get 22. I would take it if it was 19.5. We would play the demon, but we're going to knock it down to 14.5 here. Head-to-head, great data as well, where he got 18 and 33. 18 the last matchup, 33 the matchup before. There's really no in between there. 18 is right where his line is set at this one. If you do not knock it down, I just think 15 is absolutely guaranteed. So we absolutely love that one. Chicago Bulls, 26th in the NBA in points allowed. Now, when you go a little bit further and go down to the small forward position, they're a little bit better, a tad better there at that 18th in the NBA. But we got a lot of green checks down below. And I just think Con Canoopel, he's been playing amazing basketball. He's in the running for Rookie of the Year. He's exceeded 17.5 points in 4 of his last 5 games versus bottom 10 in points allowed. We love him to have a day on Tuesday. And I think 15 is absolutely free. So that's player prop number 1 on our second 5-man. Our next player prop is LaMelo Ball. Now, we're not taking him to drive a car any day of the week, but we are taking him to drive down the lane and dish it out and crash the boards here. We like him for over 9.5 rebounds and assists against the Chicago Bulls on Tuesday. As you can see, 3 straight games head-to-head, he has cleared this line, getting 10, 15, and 13. I like him for about 13 to 15 in this matchup. I think he's going to have a great, great game. Chicago Bulls aren't good at Oh, they rank 22nd and 28th in rebounds and assists allowed. We did knock this one down. If you wanted to take his normal line, once again, that is on you, but I love this one. I love knocking them down. I think he could get 10 assists in this matchup on his own. So if you wanted to, I would not be mad at you. They do rank 12th and 20th in rebounds and assists to that point guard position. As you can see, in his last 10 games, he is 8 of his last 10, averaging 11.6 over that span. Just dropped 15 the other night on the Washington Wizards. Only got 8 against the Cleveland, but then he got 14 against the Rockets, 10 against Atlanta. He is an assist machine, so there's really no way I can hype this one up too much. We love him just about every day of the week to go over this line. As you can see, if you take it every single day of the week, it's cashed 8 of the last 10 times. We love to see it. Now, as you break this down to the point guard position, all green checks except for those 3 there right in the middle. But Cade Cunningham got 22. Peyton Pritchard got 13. Nolan Trayer got 16. Jamal Murray, 14. We love what we're seeing. Jalen Brunson, 14. I think he's going to get at least 14 in this matchup. We're taking the easy bucket here for over 9.5 rebounds and assists. And last but not least, we usually only stack up 2 on one team, but I couldn't resist this one. So we're triple stacking it here for the Charlotte Hornets in this matchup. And we're taking their center, Ryan Kalkbrenner, over 10.5 points and rebounds. I think he's probably going to get this in rebounds alone. I don't know why it's plus money. If you wanted to lock this one in on a sports book at plus money by itself, go on ahead. That would be great value as well. But we love this one. I think he's probably going to get anywhere from 8 to 10 rebounds and anywhere from 4 to 6 points, if not a little bit more. He could even drop 12 points in this matchup. As you can see, he's done this in 4 games in a row. He's averaging 12.9 in that 10-game span. And now, as bad as the Bulls are, they're only 8.5-point underdogs, and I don't think that they're going to get blown out at home. At least we hope not, and I don't think they will. So we're going to take it. We like Ryan Kalkbrenner over 10.5. And as you can see here, their last matchup, he got 16 in a tight game that they actually lost. So the Bulls do kind of have the Hornets number. Now, the Hornets won this one back in November. They're 1-1 in the series there. We'll see what happens on Tuesday. I kind of like the Hornets. If I'm not gonna sugarcoat that one, I just don't think the Chicago Bulls are very good at all. And they really don't have a good big man at all either, with their big man hurt, and Smith is questionable. So we like Kalkbrenner here, coming off the bench, backing up DiBiase. I like him to get a ton of minutes. As you can see here, we'll break this one down a little bit further. He's averaging 30.4 minutes against the Chicago Bulls. Now, if you go to last 10, he's averaging 20.4 minutes. He got 15 against the Wizards in just 15 minutes. I like him for about 20 minutes in this one. I think he's going to clear this one. Even if he only gets 15, I still like him for over this number. Not too worried about his minutes. So those are the 3. Like I said, this is going to be a 5-man. The other 2 just did not drop yet. We got to see who plays and how it shakes out in the other game that we want to target. If you want to get that one for absolutely free, get on over to Winnable, join the free plan so you can get that free bonus 5-man play on Prizepicks. Now let's get over to the sports books. We're going to talk about who's going to win, who's going to lose, the unders, the overs, all of that right here. Now you can lock in this free play over on Onyx Odds. When you use code FF8, you get $15 just for signing up. You deposit $10, you get $100 in bonus bets. It's one of the best promos on the market. There's also another one where you get a $250 bonus. Go over to Winnable. I'll be dropping that after this video. I just can't say it on YouTube. They don't like this one when people talk about it. I think that's how I got one of my last strikes. So get on over to Winnable. I'll drop the book. It's a legitimate book where you can lock in all of these plays and the college baseball plays, and you actually get 60 days of premium for free when you sign up for that book. So get on over to Winnable and see which one we're talking about here. But we like the Toronto Raptors plus 1.5. Honestly, part of me wanted to just take it on the straight up money line, but we'll take the point. I do think this line movement has been crazy. They started off at +2. I think by the time the game gets closer, they will be favored. I think Toronto should be favored, as the Dinos, they have everybody available. Scotty Barnes is going to be good to go after missing the last game for personal reasons. OKC is down Shai, Jalen Williams, AJ Mitchell, probably Alex Caruso, and maybe even Chet Holmgren. He's probably going to rest in front of a back-to-back. The Thunder somehow managed, we just talked about it, to beat the Cavs, who I think is a little bit fraudulent. All those guys but Holmgren played on Sunday, or were out on Sunday, but that was at home. The Raptors, they've won 4 of their last 5. They also won in OKC earlier in the season when SGA was still playing. The Thunder also have a bigger game on Wednesday versus Detroit, so I think they're going to be resting up for that one, looking past this one. So we like the Raptors in this matchup. +1, I think, honestly, they're probably going to be favorited by the time the game tips off. So get on over there and lock this one in now. I'm putting $100 of my own money on this play. So 100 likes. Someone that likes this video and comments below will get $90. And do me a favor and hype up the video, because that button's now available on the channel. Thank you guys so much for all of your time. That's all we got for Tuesday. Hopefully you guys got a ton of data and insight that you can use to cash more slips for yourself on Tuesday. Let's lock in. Let's have a day. I hope you cash all your bets, even if you didn't get them from me. We're going to have so much fun in college baseball and college basketball. The NBA too, but I just love college. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on winning. Let's keep on hitting.